to my channel Raw Ideas. First quarter of the year is quite dry, but this year the month January is quite rainy. But from the beginning of this month, February, and it is quite dry. I think it will continue so further, and if it continues so further, definitely water will lack in these hilly areas because the water will flow down the slopes to the lower part of the areas, and as a result, the water will definitely lack in certain part of the country. But fortunately, in Sri Lanka, there are a lot of trees in the hilly areas, so people don't worry about the water resource. But sometimes they will have to go in search of water, not a long distance, but certain limited amount of distance, I must tell you, in search of water. And to a certain level, water will recede, but people have no big problems with the drinking water at all. But if the dry weather continues for around 2 3 months, and it's going to cause a lot of problems for the people living in the hilly area especially. And so I think the people are in a state of well preparedness to face that kind of challenges, because they know that they will have to face this kind of challenges at the beginning of the year normally. And so it does not happen in each and every year, but occasionally. And then normally it rains in between these 3 months, I must tell you, even though they are dry months. In between it rains, and as a result, people do not worry too much about the water resource. But a lot of people actually get water from the wells and drinking water. And wells will run dry to a certain level, but even at the bottom of the well there will be some water, uh, even though the dry season extends to around 2 3 months. And so people do not worry too much about the this kind of things. But nowadays it is pretty hot, and cannot stay outside in the daytime. If people can actually start their works as early as possible, I think it's great, because they can get a rest in the daytime. And those who do white collar jobs can just do their works in their offices or institutions, and without having much troubles. But those who do some works for the daily wages will have to face this kind of problem with the nature. And nature is quite unkind to the poor people, and so just like me. And so, however, uh, because of the hardships people face economically, and they will have to do some works even though it is unbearable heat and of the sun is there. And it is a must, because they will have to actually maintain a family of around 4 or 5 members, and so they will have to earn a big amount, a sufficient amount of money to meet their living ends at the end of their month. So a lot of people are working in their lands, I must tell you, because they have cultivated something in their land, especially the cash crops like tea, rubber, and etc. And so I think they have a lot of the resting time. And there is no one to command them to do this and that, because they are the owners of those lands, and so they can work at their will or of their own accord. And so thank you for watching. That's what I have to tell you about the life of people who are living in the remote areas in Sri Lanka. Thank you for watching.